What's going on, guys, and welcome to Fantasy Formula 7. We are back and Crossplay is back as well. Me and Red will be your commentators for this evening. Red, how are you?
Hey mate, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Nice to be on comms again, since Super Turbo left us.
I know, right? And it's nice to have a beautiful full grid again. Nearly.
It is. I do like it. And you can see all the crossplay drivers are buzzing as well, which is really good.
Oh yeah, it's great to have them back. We've got a few of the old timers here. So Banana, Kim, Rocketman. Who else am I missing?
CTOA is a crossplay driver as well. New drivers like Harrison as well. So it's just really good to have a lot of the drivers back on the grid. The crossplay drivers back as well. Just bear with me 1 second whilst they invite CTOA.
Yeah, so we're here for round 9 around France. It's looking a bit grey out there, to be honest. But I've cursed it. What have I cursed, Lemon? It's gonna rain. We have confirmed rain at some point. It is looking a bit grey out there. Right, just get my telemetry on. So yeah, we've got a few new teams to talk about today. Brand new team of Racing Point. So that has a new driver of Harrison. This is a debut race, so see how he does, and CTO8 as well. We have got the Ford Shelby team, which is formed by Banana and Rocket Man, brand new driver pairing there. And we also have the Suzuki team, so that is Kim and SFR Martin. So 3 new teams, replacing Journo, Black Panther, and Toro Rosso. We had a few drivers leaving last week.
Yeah, just got the new teams up on the screen as well. Suzuki, Racing Point, and Ford Shelby. So a big announcement there. The 3 big teams coming in, and hopefully they can do well in their first race today.
Yeah, let's see how they do. I don't know if you missed my little weather bit there, Nathan, but we do have some rain coming.
So we have rain coming. Is that in the race?
Let me just check with my engineer. Is that race rain or quali rain? Both, mate.
Both.
That is not going to be fun.
No, not around France at all. Let's try and catch up with the leader of this pack. Somebody's just gone through. That is Lemon who's going to start us off straight away into turn 1 he goes. And at turn 2 he's got that rocket ship on his halo. Hopefully he can be flying like one here in France.
I think so.
Let's see what he can do. Oh, and he just slips and slides, just loses the rear ends going around turn 6. The DRS enabled. I'm sure we'll see a lot of overtakes there today. It won't let me take control of my car. Yeah, I don't know why that is. Sometimes you have to give it a second, you have to leave and then rejoin. I will send you another invite in case you do leave. I'll just send you a couple. So we are still on board with Lemon who comes through sector 2. So he has left the session. Hopefully he can get back in. I'm just going to do a quick sound check, see what the game sounds like.
Yeah, no worries. Lemon's just coming up to the line now. DRS enabled. And it is a 130.7. He's not going to be happy with that lap. Rocket Man comes across with a 129.8. Reese a 129.8 as well. They're all coming through now, so yeah, low 130s. Bamfordus with a 129.4, and B Right takes that away with 129.2.
With the stream, I forgot you could hear me. I'm sorry about that.
No, that's
So I was playing the game volume. I was playing the video volume down the mic, and only you could hear it. I think that is spots of rain already coming, Red.
Yeah, I can see them on my screen.
So that's going to be very interesting because everybody who's rushed out, people like Maxi, Brandon, Harrison, Rob and Kim, they're not going to get anywhere near these times now.
No.
Maxi is definitely on a lap.
Not. See if the time starts falling off now, but I mean you've got Crippy there with a 131.5. And I know he's quick in bronze, he definitely can do better than that, so the rain's obviously affected his lap there, and oof, even on, still on Lemon, but on his in-lap I can see him slipping and sliding there.
Yeah, it's come really early in qualifying, and anybody that rushed out has done the perfect strategy here.
For sure, and I wonder if just because you don't get the wet time trial setups anymore, do you? You don't get a chance to practice in the wet unless you go into your GP. So I just wonder how many of the drivers here would have even bothered making a wet setup for France. And
Yeah.
they're all running very low downforce to get that straight line speed. We might see a lot more slipping and sliding tonight.
Definitely. I've already seen Maxi slip and slide a few times. I think he's
yeah,
just trying to get
him.
a time on the board, really.
That's it, yeah. 131.9, 133 for Kim is just... Oh, it's coming down hard now as well.
It is. Harrison's going to struggle. Yeah, he's invalidated it. So Harrison, on his debut race here at Formula 7, is going to start near the back of this grid.
Yeah.
Rob J. Lewis invalidates it as well. That's a shame. All he needed to do was set one.
Yeah, I feel these drivers might just need to go around carefully.
Yeah, just get a
banker these new
in.
Liveries as well, Nathan. They got the pink spot on for that racing point car there.
I'm just on board with that. It does. It looks great. It looks really good.
It does, doesn't it? Maxi has retired, so he's not going to try that again. That's the best he can do with the rain coming down.
Yeah, I think as the rain continues to fall, it's only going to get slower, and there's not really much you can do. I think Harrison will try and get a lap out of this and just get up to P15. It gives him the extra 3 places for the start of the race, but that's about everything he can get out of this now.
Yeah, that's about all it's worth doing. Those bottom 5 there, just jockeying for position.
Martin retires, yeah. So you'll see a lot of drivers start to retire now. There is 10 minutes of this qualifying session remaining, and I've got a funny feeling we might see the race a lot sooner than this qualifying ends. So Lemon DRS is disabled. Yeah, that is it. They've got no chance with no DRS to get anywhere near any of these times now. So B-Right will get pole position. 10 minutes to go, and we already know the pole sitter for Fantasy F7, and it is B-Right. Only 1 lap he set, and it is pole position here in France.
Yeah, that first lap was definitely crucial. You might see a few drivers go out for a bit of practice though, if they haven't done much wet racing in France. Just see how their setups feel. We're expecting this in the race as well. I would definitely be out there doing some safe laps, but maybe a couple of laps.
Yeah, I think you're right. I probably have done the same. Get out there on some intermediates, get a feel for that track, get a feel of how it's gonna go, with there being rain in the race as well, and just get a little get your braking points adjusted and everything like that. So yeah, I think you're right with that one. Yeah,
because we've seen with the newer game compared to last year, I think you have to brake so much earlier for the wet races, like way before your expected braking point, or else you just sort of fly off the end of the track, don't you?
Yeah, you literally do. It's awful as well when the rain comes. I think I had a bit of rain, I think in Singapore, if I remember correctly, and the braking points. I think I practiced Singapore in a bit of rain. And the braking point is just nowhere near what it's like in the dry. Harrison did set a lap. It was on the soft compound tyres. I've got a funny feeling anybody coming out on intermediates will beat that lap time.
Just on board with CT08, and he just had a massive slide off that corner there. So it's really, really tricky just for these drivers to keep it on track.
Yeah, his teammate just goes through. So with B-Right starting on pole position and Fanfinis right behind him, the good old buddies there in 1-2, how do you see it going into turn 1, Red?
It's always a bit nerve-wracking. It's not so much turn 1 in France, but it's having turn 2 so shortly after that you always get a little bit pinched in that corner. So you might see a little bit of drama there.
Yeah,
just a little bit.
Got to agree. I think out of every single time we've raced France, I can't remember a time where we've not had a little bit of contact in turn 2. And I think last time we actually raced in Fantasy, if my memory's correct, I'm pretty sure we had like 4 drivers DNF going into turn 2 the last time we raced here.
Oh god, I can't remember that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we red flagged it and started it again. I'm sure we did, but I could be wrong. If
Yeah, the
anyway.
only bonus of France is you've got all that runoff space. So, yeah, in this division where all you have to do is finish to get the points, it's as long as you manage to keep it out the walls. Your hard task to get it into the wall, although I have once, sort of guaranteed some points.
Yeah, it's a difficult track, but there shouldn't be any DNFs here.
No, I think oh god, it was bronze. It was actually my first podium that race, and I came straight out for my out lap, first lap in quali, and I don't know what I did, but I hit the curb awkwardly and just flew into the wall and didn't even set anything. It's so embarrassing.
We've had that incident as well, the big famous incident with Fanfinish and Ties last season on the very, very last lap where they collided.
Oh yeah.
On the final corner. We've had a lot of moments in France. I hope we get one tonight.
Well, we got the rain, so yeah, I just have to wait and see.
I don't hope we get a crash. I just hope we get another event.
I love a whoa moment where you're just whoa.
Robbie's spinning like crazy here. He should have probably gone on to the intermediates.
Yeah, I feel like everyone should have gone on. There's a few just sitting in the pits still. I know that I've noticed this with Brandon. He always tends to just chill in the pits. I think he likes the challenge in fantasy. He just does it for a bit of fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And he reserves pretty much every week as well, Brandon.
Brandon, he's a full-time. Their team's purple. It's annoying,
Jesus.
But Lambo...
of course it is, yeah. I'm thinking, he reserves every week. He's a full-time driver. He drives for Lamborghini because when it was crossplay, Banana was his teammate, I think, wasn't he?
Yeah. So they switched the livery up, and the car is mainly black, but it's got a bit of purple details. So they pop up here with the purple, and it does
that makes
kind of look like their reserve cars.
That makes sense.
So yeah, it's Brandon and Faisal in the Lambo team, but Faisal did drop out pretty late on today, so we have got Visions in as a reserve. But as you know, in fantasy, 2 gold drivers can't race together. So unfortunately for Visions, he will be scoring half points today just to sort of even it out for the other teams on the grid there.
In round 1.
Yeah. What was that? China, I think, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, round 1, everybody scored half points, didn't they?
They did. That was a bit of dramas there.
Yeah,
Australia.
Yeah. That was crossplay. But Harrison is back out on the intermediates. I don't know if he's just trying to keep that P15.
Yeah. We still got C28 and Adidas there to settle up, and Brandon if he does come out. So a few people could go for that P15 if he doesn't improve it.
Yeah, you've got the 2 racing points teammates in P15 and P17, which is not a great start for their life in fantasy. Hopefully they can get through the grid, through the race.
Yeah, that's not what they would have wanted for their debut there as a racing point team.
I can't believe how quick the seats filled up. So many drivers really enjoy racing in fantasy.
Yeah, you could see that the crossplay drivers especially were just waiting for us to let them back.
Yeah.
I know Banana especially has been very excited to get back on the grid. With his new team though, he's lost his Lambo baby, so see what we can do with more shoulder.
So, Banana's teammate, who is that now?
Rocket Man. So.
Oh yeah, Rocket Man.
So that's third and fifth at the minute. So we'll see what they can do in the race. So that's good starting positions there.
I don't need to call him Rocket Man, Chief, or Godzilla. I don't know which one to call him.
Rocket Godzilla Chief.
Yeah. I love the dedication to change his whole Discord name and come back in just to drive a Mercedes.
Oh my god, I know. He's definitely a Mercedes fan.
Yeah, he loves that Mercedes.
There's a few drivers that die hard for their teams. I was quite happy to see Berger getting the Ferrari.
Yeah.
In bronze, because I know he loves that car.
You and Berger, you have been teammates before?
Um,
Have you?
no.
No.
Don't-
For some reason,
don't
I had an
think so,
image of
no.
you being in the McLaren together.
Oh god, who was my teammate in McLaren? I think I had Crippy at the end of the last season.
Yeah.
I
remember
had a
who
few
was at the
changes at
front,
the
yeah.
start.
I know Berger was in silver for a bit, so.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for these last 3 here. So I don't know, Adidas and Brandon, if you're not going to come out the pits, you might as well retire.
Yeah.
Just wait for CT08 to set a lap, see how he does. Rob's going for another out lap there, trying to improve that 2 minutes 11. He's on Inters now, so should see some improvement there, definitely. Of course, that's another big point. We've got Rob J. Lewis back on the grid after 8 races.
Yeah, Goat J. Lewis back on the grid. Nice
Good to
see him back.
Yeah, back for LCS.
CT08 is just coming through down the pit lane as well. He's just about to finally set his lap. And he does go in front of his teammate.
Yeah, 141 there. I'm not really sure what wet time should be around here, to be honest.
No, I don't think I've ever looked at wet times.
No. Adidas is coming for an outlap, but I don't know if he'll have enough time to get to the line, will he? Just coming through sector 1 now.
Oh wow, C208 is out.
Yeah, he's crashed out there by the looks of it. On an in-lap.
Yeah, just went straight into the wall. We was actually on board with him. Rob J. Lewis has just started his flying lap as well. So here we go, 30 seconds left. There's not going to be many changes to the starting order, but it is going to be a 1-2 for B. Wright and Fanfinus going into turn 1 and 2. Turn 2, the rivals. It will be incredibly close. Nobody will want to give it up. Obviously, starting in P2, you have that inside line as well, so it's always very nervy here in France going through Sector 1. Rob J. Lewis is trying to improve. Adidas is on an outlap, but like Red said, he's not going to make the checkered flag. There it is. It is waved. Brandon will start from the back of this grid. So it is only Rob J. Lewis and Harrison that will try and improve. Harrison is way up on his lap time and just retires, calls it a day. And it's going to be P15 and P16 for the Racing Point duo. Rob J. Lewis is back on the grid. Great to see him. He's just coming through Sector 3. And he will be happy that he's managed to salvage any few places out of this qualifying, especially after missing the start of this grid in the dry. But what a starting grid we have here. Some of the crossplay drivers as well in the top 5. 2 of the crossplay drivers in the top 5. So it'll be very tasty here in France.
Yeah, I think you've got to watch out for Rocketman and Reese in P3 and 4 as well. They'll probably be looking to see if they can get around Famp will be right there just to see who gets the better start.
Yeah.
Of course, we know we've got Rocketman.
Fly into orbit through turn 1. I'm just going to see how many like Space and Rocketman I can do throughout the race.
Oh, mate.
So here we have it. The checkered flag is waved and Rob J. Lewis will start in P17. No lap time set from his teammate. Are they still teammates, Adidas and Rob J. Lewis? They are. They've been teammates for a while now. So just in front of his teammate of Adidas, who did not set a lap time. And then Banter Brandon as well for the Lamborghini team in P19. But 19 drivers on this fantasy grid. I cannot wait for an action-packed 45 minutes to an hour of racing here. So there we have it. B. Wright will start on pole position for the French Grand Prix here at Fantasy F7. Fanfinus will start alongside him in P2. On the second row of the grid, sky's the limit for Rocketman in P3. Reese alongside him in P4. On the third row of the grid, it's Banana and Martin in P5 and P6. And then you have Visions in P7 on the fourth row of the grid. Jack alongside him in P8. On the fifth row of the grid, it is Vincenzo and Lemon Who in P9 and P10. Then we have the Canadian of J in 11, the Irishman of Crippy, the Belgian of Maxi, the South Korean of Kim, and then we have CTO8 and Harrison, the two Racing Point drivers, Rob J. Lewis and Adidas, the two LCS drivers, and the Lamborghini driver of Banter Brandon yet to settle that. So it is absolutely chucking it down here, Red, at the start of this Grand Prix.
Oh, I'm still on my loading screen, mate. I just have to wait and see that. Oh, no.
Absolutely chucking it down.
That 5 minutes of dry that was told to me is not happening.
No. I'm hoping that we get some sort of ending to this race. Maybe a little bit of dry to the end, but we'll see. It's going to have to stop raining pretty sharpish if we're going to get any sort of dry racing here in France.
Yeah, what's that look like? Is that full wet? It looks...
Yeah, that's the
really
question.
Nasty.
The drivers will have a choice here as well. It will give them the best strategy to go on, but who's to say that when they're out there, the intermediates are not quicker? So it's a very sort of gamble, throw the dice sort of thing here now. But here we go. We are on the grid here for Fantasy F7, sponsored by Rock Solid Rigs for the French Grand Prix. Safety car straight away. They have all gone, but the safety car is out. Don't worry, guys. Just stay behind the safety car. Don't do anything reckless. CTO8 is piling through the grid. I don't know what he's doing. He's up 10 places. 11. He's still going. I mean, the safety car is out, guys. Just stay behind the safety car. Don't do anything stupid.
Saw a few wings flying there, I think, Nathan.
There's what, sorry?
Saw a few wings flying around there.
Oh, Jesus. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking restart. That's
okay.
I'm thinking that's unfair on the guys that did take heed of the safety car there and just tried to drive.
Yeah,
regularly.
No problem. And then you had CTOA who just started driving past everybody as well under that safety car.
Yeah, no, we will be restarting this. We've got two out here already. Yeah. Sorry, lads. It was a wet to dry race.
Wet to dry, no problem.
So, yeah. Apologies, guys. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Customize weather. So it was very wet. And then it was clear.
Oh wow. I don't know. You're not still in the lobby, are you, Nathan?
No.
No, I love the physics on this game. The cars get absolutely demolished. Like watching a wreck fest.
I will get the invites sent back out. I just need to get these starting grid. Just bear with us, guys. I do apologise. Yeah, it took ages for the lights to go out, and then it just said safety car. Right, I'm just going to get the starting grid for that race. was the starting grid. Let me take a picture of that and we'll get that all put in. If anybody needs an invite, just let us know. It looks like everybody's joining pretty quickly. Let me just invite Martin. Is there anybody else that needs an invite? I think Visions does as well.
Yeah, Crippy.
Crippy, that's it, yeah. Oh, he's just requested to join, but I just missed it. I don't know what Vision's name was. Well, his actual full.
I can see Visions in the lobby, actually.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, we've got 18.
I think we've got some. We've got some cross players sending out invites for us, which is great.
Oh, great. I think you might need to go on to spectate.
I do, Justin. There we go.
So we're missing one, aren't we? One driver. I don't know who that is. Is Martin in?
Yeah.
So Martin is in. J, Jack, B-Rock, Banana, Reese. I don't actually know who we're missing.
Is it Rob?
Ah, Rob, is it? It is Rob.
It is Rob. Just give him that, because he's part of that group.
He's probably still racing in that lobby. Come on, Rob.
Oh no, it finished. It finished. I can't.
He's like, I'm leading the Grand Prix. Come on, Robert. Right, let me get these custom grid edited. So it was be right to Fanfulness. Then it was Rocketman, Reese and Banana.
Oh, he's in the chat. He's loading it.
Reese and Banana. Then it was Martin, Visions and Jack. Vincenzo, Lemon and Jay. Then Crippy, Maxine, Kim. Then CT and Harrison. Then Rob, Adidas, and Banana Brother.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All
Okay,
19 drivers.
let's go.
Have we got the weather? It was wet, dry.
Very wet. I've put it very wet to clear to dry, if that's okay. Oh, shall I put
Cool.
very wet to slight wet to sunny?
Apparently, it was literally very heavy to dry, like according to Maxi.
Oh yeah, I'll keep it as it is then. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Awesome. Ready up then, guys, isn't it?
Let's go.
Let's go. Don't forget your setups.
Oh yeah. Remember guys, don't forget your setups. Redders, posted an announcement in the Discord. There's one in the chat on Twitch, and we're saying it on the stream. Don't forget your setups. So there's no excuse if you forget your setup.
Yep, do not eagerly press that button. Make sure you get your setup on. Or else you're gonna have a bad time. Yeah, no worries, mate. Oh, Dev P, mate. Hiya. It's good to see you in the chat. We miss you too. Can always jump in reserve. So, guys, do not forget your setups, please. Make sure you're loading those now.
Oh, Dev, we really miss you. I wish you was racing again with us. Hopefully when it goes back to cross-play for all the divisions in Season 8, I hope to see you back. As you went from PlayStation to PC as we got rid of cross-play again.
That was really tragic.
I know. I don't know what it's like, what your racing's like now though, Dev. I don't know if you're still cracking on with it or anything. So all the drivers just getting ready, getting the setups up, getting the strategies in place. Some will start on the wets, some will probably chance the intermediates, but they will all end up on dries, that's for sure.
Yeah, got a bit of everything this race so far.
It has. If we do see a safety car, guys, please just stay in position. Hopefully we won't see one again. So here we go for round 9 here for the French Grand Prix for Fantasy F7. And it's lights out and away we go. It is a virtual safety car. They have gone though. The virtual safety car is out, so they're going to have to stay with the Delta. Vincenzo is just overtaking a lot of cars. He will have to give them positions back, but just stay in position, guys. We won't restart it. It is a VSC. Stay in the Delta. You will get through turns 1 and turn 2, no problems. Don't be crashing into each other, and then continue to race as soon as we go green. So crossplay still not completely fixed. So we will have a look at the 5-second time penalties at the end of the race. I know a lot of drivers got some for overtaking, but we'll take a look at them at the end of the race, so don't worry. So wait for the Delta to go green, and let's go. The Delta is green. We go back racing. There is a yellow flag. I think that is CT08, who's at the back of this grid. He's had a little collision. He's down 3 places now as Rob and Banner Brandon try and come through. Vincenzo has made up 1 position on Jack as well, but B-Right takes the lead. Rocket Man also getting past Fanford as they go wheel to wheel, side by side into turn 9. And Rocket Man is through, and Fanford is trying to keep the grip. Crippy Adidas is at the back of this grid as well. Lemon stays in position in P10. Jay, the Canadian, on the back of him. Fanford comes back at Rocket Man and back into P2.
Yeah, it's definitely thrown a few things off there, that VSC. And look at that gap between SFR Martin and Banana. There's a 6-second gap.
Wow. So Banana does get through on Reese. I think what happened there, Red, is because Vincenzo started overtaking all the drivers then had to slow down, and Vincenzo had to slow down to give the position back. So by the time the Delta went green, everybody was piling up behind. So Maxi is up 2 as well. Harrison is up 2 in the rain. Banner Brandon up 2. But Adidas and Rob for LCS at the back of this grid at the moment. So the rain will go away. Rocky Man looking for another overtake. So Maxi chasing down Lemon, who the Season 1 world champions. now become rivals in the top 10. Remember, every position scores points in Fantasy F7 unless you DNF. No driver had to go into the pits after that VSC though, so no driver got any damage, and the penalties for 5 seconds for ignoring yellow flags will get taken away unless they were given in rightly so.
Yeah,
that's a yellow flag, that's Kim. Kim spun it there. South Korean driver down into P17 now.
Looks like he's managed to get away with no damage there though. So he's just got to find his grip and get on.
Maxi right on the back of Lemon. Both have a trophy each for Fantasy F7. Did we do trophies in Season 1? I don't think we did we?
I don't think we did, no.
Season 1 World Champions. Maxi Block is through on Lemon.
Yeah, they're very similar looking cars there. The No Clue Racing and Saturn Racing. It's quite hard to tell them apart here in the rain. Yeah, Maxi Buck through on Lemon now behind his teammate of F7R Jack.
Yeah, so what will team orders come into play here between Jack and Maxi? And Maxi is going to go for it, and I think Jack will try and let him through. Oh no, they are being able to race here, and in the rain as well. And Maxi onto the curb, and that's going to give Lemon a chance to come back at him. So no team orders in the Saturn Racing garage.
No, just having some good fun there. Two teammates racing respectively.
Oh, that is close between Lemon and Maxi. Oh, Lemon just off there. Just losing the rears, but he's still in this race and no damage as well. So the two Season 1 World Champions getting very close. Fanfinus and Rocketman as well. Rocketman up to P2 looking very quick.
Yeah, he's definitely got someone to prove here. His first race back.
Definitely. Obviously, we've brought crossplay back. There is still a few little nagging issues there. Obviously, the starts with the safety car and things like that. Hopefully, we can. Hopefully, that gets sorted.
Yeah. Did we have any of that in the F2 on Wednesday?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know what it is with the safety car, but that was a full safety car and a VSC in 2 race starts. One didn't even have qualifying on, so I'm not sure what that is. So Jack does let Maxi through.
Yeah.
So finally gets through. Red and Harrison also at 5 places and now past Jay as well.
Yeah. And Brandon at 4 places there. On the back of this grid.
I thought Brandon would have made up a few more here. Let's have a look at the tyres as well. So yeah, every single driver on wets, Red.
It's definitely full wet weather.
Yeah, it does seem to be getting a bit lighter. So I think whoever makes that decision to go onto the intermediates, or are they just going to wait for the full dry race and go onto the slicks? I think anybody that went onto intermediates now would be absolutely rapid. And but would it be worth it in the long run to go onto the intermediates, lose 20 seconds for a pit stop, and then pit again onto the slicks? Would you make enough time up for that?
Yeah, it's a hard one to call without seeing someone else do it first and see how they do. We need a guinea pig.
Definitely.
Not Jay Lewis going into the pits there.
Maybe
I wonder if this is the guinea pig we're waiting for.
Yeah. All went well last Wednesday, no problems, was very confident in crossplay. Yeah, hopefully it's okay overall. Maybe this is just a few issues, nothing to worry about, just one of them things. We still have them in the Sunday League, you know, we still have a few issues here and there.
I do wonder if it's the weather, Nathan, in the full wets. But Rob has come out on those inters.
So Rob has chanced in. Here comes Harrison on Jack as well. The Racing Point driver is through and now into the top 10 as Jack goes deep. And Jay will try and capitalise as well. But Jack just messing it up there into turn 10. Brandon on the back of the other racing part. That's Fanfinus back through. Fanfinus and Rocketman have pitted. B-Right has stayed out on the wets. And Rocketman and Fanfinus from P2 and P3 on this grid are going to go for the intermediates. They have. Wow.
Wow. SFR Martin, there's a few. Oh, and Jack with 5 seconds for speeding into the pit lane. That is not what you want to see.
No, that's Silver and Fantasy got a speeding in the pit lane penalty. You won't be happy with that.
Yeah. Oh my god, there's loads of people pitting here, Nathan. I don't know what to expect from this. I have to see what time Rocketman makes up to the drivers ahead.
Yeah.
So he is.
I knew it was going to be a very mixed up tyre choice. He's already through on Lemon. That's the problem though, if he gets caught up in traffic, it won't make that much a difference.
Oh, but it does look like they have a lot more grip there, the Inters.
Oh yeah, they do. Oh
Just
yeah.
looks so much more confident through the corners. Yeah, Fam's just gone past as well.
Yeah, this could put him way ahead of the rest of the grid.
Yeah, 100%. Do some more pitting now. Adidas in for his Inters as well.
The rain is really dying down, but it's still there, and it's probably going to be intermediate tyres for quite a few laps still to come before the slicks go on. So whether B-Right will pit or just continue to stay out, he does pit. So now go on the intermediate tyres, B-Right, but where does he come out after Rocketman and Fanfinus already going on to the intermediates? Banana is in as well, so is Martin. Reese will probably follow, and Harrison. Rocketman is already going for a move on Harrison, and Harrison still needs to pit. Fanfinus as well. Oh, that's a huge collision. That is Harrison, who's just completely wiped out Rocketman. He's gone right over the curb, and I think Rocketman will have damage. That's completely ruined his race. Harrison just went completely over the curb and wiped him out. Fanfinus does lead. B-Right has come out in second, and Rocketman, after getting swiped through the final corner, he's missing an M plate. Really, Rocketman would have been in P2 here and fighting for this lead.
Oh, God. That's just bad to see.
It is. It completely clattered into him. So Harrison
just
is
two
still
drivers out now on the wets. Yeah, just Harrison and Lemon Who there on the wet compound.
Yeah, and a bit of argy-bargy between Rocketman and Harrison. So Rocketman, even with that wing damage, is faster than Harrison on the wets. On the intermediates with wing damage. Wow.
Do you think we'll see Rocketman pit then to get a wing change there, or?
I think what he'll do, me personally, if I was in his position now, I'd just stick it out. I'm on the intermediates. I know I'm going to have to pit for the slicks eventually, and I'd probably just hold out now for the track to dry up for the slicks and get it changed there.
Yeah, just whack up that downforce a bit.
Yeah, yeah. So Lemon is still doing well. I mean, Banana only caught up to him by a second in that lap, and that is Rocketman into the pit. So no, he is straight in to get that fixed. Jack, we've seen the collision. It was pretty bad, mate. I was on board. I did see it.
I think I'm the only one who didn't see it.
Yeah, basically, you know the last corner where like Tyres and Fanf went through that time, as Rocketman's going past the hairpin, he's cut right across the curb and just slammed into him. I don't know. That's what it looked like anyway from the collision. He basically used him to stop his car. Yeah, Rocketman, we don't know, mate. We'll definitely look at it.
Yeah, 100%. Get that sent into the stewards. They've had a quiet few weeks, so.
Yeah, Fantasy's been really clean. So CT with that penalty. 20 laps to go. The rain is still falling, so the intermediates will be the tyre choice for a while to come yet. Harrison has continued to stay out on the wets. I don't know whether that is the right choice at this point. It is still raining, and them intermediates are around 3 to 4 seconds a lap quicker, and that's already. B right on the back of Fanfinus. Rocketman is through on Jay as well, but B right very close to the back of Fanfinus. These two are going to go racing. Lemon is through on Crippy as well on their fresh intermediates. Lemon is up to P16.
Yeah, despite the weather, you still got a few close battles on track here. So, be right on the back of Fanfinus there. Maxi Block's just coming up on Banana. SFR Martin's hanging on to Reese as well. They've been pretty close the whole race, I think, those two.
Yeah, you're right, Red. And yeah, be right really close as they go into turn 1 and 2. And as you said, a lot of battles. Rocketman on the back of CT as well.
Yeah, they're just getting through the last couple of corners here. Just made that look easy there. But I don't know, see, a little bit of contact. Just a little bit of a tap on his rear there from CT08.
Wars and Jay coming. But they've created, they're just opening up that gap. P-Right and Fanfinus now. 12 seconds in front. Here comes B right. To the right he goes. Fanfinus is going to have the inside line in to turn 8 and 9. And wheel to wheel, side by side. Go Fanfinus and B right. And Fanfinus just coming out on top. B right goes back into the slipstream. Can he make a move into turn 11? Not this time, but once again they scrap between themselves. Martin through on Reese as well now. So Vincenzo with a penalty. Maxi is right on the back of Banana.
Maxi is pushing Banana through. Oh, he's just easing off a little bit there.
He is very close battling. Banana and Maxi are catching up to Harrison a lot though, but the rain is still continuing to fall, so them wet tyres will just be getting slower and slower. So Banana into the final corner. He has Maxi at the side of him, and they're going to go for Harrison now. They're going to have a lot more grip. And he's got no battery as well, Harrison. Banana's going to go around the outside. They just touch. Maxi's going to go down the inside and go for the double overtake. The Belgian with a beautiful move here in France. Banana now stuck behind Harrison, and Maxi has capitalised. And he will take the double overtake and start to leave the way now. Harrison battling hard as he has to do with them slower tyres. Wheel to wheel, they go wheel banging down the DRS straight. No DRS until it dries up more. The rain has stopped now though, and Harrison is still in P5, so he's just trying to make that strategy work until he can go onto the slicks. The track actually does look like it's drying up pretty quickly, to be fair.
It does. I don't know if I can see any rain anymore, Nathan. I don't know about you.
No, the rain has completely stopped, and it already looks like there's a dry line forming here. When that DRS is enabled, we know it's the slicks to come, but who will take the gamble? I think at this point, I think Harrison would probably have to be the driver that takes the gamble.
Yeah, for sure. He's got to get those wets off as soon as possible.
Definitely. Rocketman all the way down in P12. Got a feel for him.
Oh,
they are pitting. Maxi and
everyone's
Banana.
pitting.
Visions,
almost a bit
Harrison, Jack, all in red.
They are all in. Wow. It's nearly a collision where they all decided just to dive into the pits there. So Harrison's now gone on to the hards. A couple of drivers there choosing mediums. We're hoping they'll get to the end of this race. And of course, people serving some 5-second penalties there as well.
Oh, B-Right takes the lead as well, Red, as we were watching that. Be right with that DRS now, as it is enabled. He takes the lead off Fanfinus.
Yeah, but with these guys at the front just missing the pit, where will they come out? Oh, SFR Martin's 25 seconds behind, so Fanf and Be Right have got a pit stop there. So
they definitely have, as long as they don't collide with each other as they continue to battle. Fanfinus goes back into the lead this Grand Prix. It's definitely dry now. You can see it on track.
Yeah, that's scary quick.
Yeah, it did dry up really, really quickly. As you said, Red, they both have a pit stop in hand.
They do. We've got SFR Martin, Berger, Brandon, and Jay though, with Maxi Block only 3 seconds behind Jay there on the mediums.
Just watching the drivers. Yet Be Right comes right back onto the tail of Fanfinus. Martin is in, Vincenzo and Brandon and Vincenzo going wheel to wheel into the pit lane there. Just watching Maxi if he can try and catch up to the front two, but they are so far ahead now. They have created a huge gap to the rest of the grid. Maxi will go up into the podium positions though, unbelievably.
Yes, he's come out 14 seconds behind Be Right. So the gap is smaller than it was when everyone was on Inters, but still got a lot to make up there.
Definitely, and Harrison as well is now up to P5. So great strategy from a couple of the drivers here to get it right, as Lemon who sets the fastest lap and gets past Jay as well. Fanfinus is back through as well. That was before, sorry, that was at the end of the DRS straight. Be Right will go back into the slipstream of the Dutch driver. Will he make a move? They go left and right, just tries to defend.
Such a hard track to predict what the car in front's going to do, especially when you're going around that fast right-hander there.
Definitely, Red, and there's so many different lines you can take around this circuit.
There's a safety car.
Oh.
Why is there a safety car?
I'm not quite sure. I think CT08, yeah, he's missing a front wing. That's brought out the safety car. This is really bad news for the likes of Fanfinus and Be Right.
Yeah, it does give the rest of the pack that opportunity to close up again.
Banano's pitted again when he's on only on one lap old mediums. That for me, when he's in P4, is a crazy decision.
Decided to go for the hards. Maybe he thought the mediums weren't going to last to the end of this race. I don't know how many laps mediums do.
No, I'm not too sure myself. Banana will come out in... Will he come out? No, he's coming way out behind. And he's going to come out behind his teammate of Rocketman.
Oh, you've got a couple of laps under the safety car as well, so you think that would extend their life a little bit, but yeah, maybe it's a high deg track.
Yeah, I know a lot of the drivers won't be happy about this. I would have thought around a circuit like France that, you know, sort of 15 laps on the mediums to 17 laps with, you know, counting the safety car as well, would have probably been alright, but...
Yeah, you'd think it'd be doable.
Yeah.
I did have I can't remember who it was, complaining about tyre degradation around France being quite high. I can't quite remember from my bronze race.
No, I can't either.
It's a while back now.
So this has completely flipped the race on its head here. Yeah, Banana, it would have been. This has completely flipped the race on its head. Everybody's going to be stuck in that DRS train now. Yeah, and it's brought the front two, who were 15 seconds clear of the pack, right back in. Reeled them back in. They are a lot fresher mediums though than everybody else. Oh, Banana
there we
says
go.
10% after 2 laps. That's crazy. Wow.
So we might see some more changes towards the end of this race, or some extremely long tyre stints and screaming tyres.
Yeah, I've got to say, I don't think the drivers, if they're doing 10% after 2 laps, are going to make it to the end of this race without losing something.
Yeah, you can see a few more to the back of the grid have put even fresher mediums on. Wonder if that's a strategy call, because if you're near the back anyway, and it's a safety car, you might as well put on some fresher tyres.
Definitely, like the likes of Adidas, CT, J as well, all going on some fresh mediums, and you've got Banana back onto a fresh set of hards. But the one to really look out for at the moment is Harrison and Vincenzo, who are on them hards, and Harrison in P4 as well.
Yeah, just having a look at the penalties as well, because with everyone being bunched up again and in a DRS train, these track limit penalties might come into play. So we've got a few with 3 seconds. It's quite easy to pick them up around here. Rob J. Lewis in 17th with 17 seconds. It's quite fitting to have the same amount of seconds as your position on track. CT08 at the back there was 6. So there's a few people.
Yeah, there 3 seconds as well for the likes of Harrison and Visions, Martin and Vincenzo. I think they might be crucial come the end of this race.
Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully the safety car goes in this lap and we go back racing again.
So I'm just looking at the position changes as well. We've had Maxi Blocked gain 10 positions through this rain and tyre change. So yeah, he's up into P3 now. That's some big gains. And Harrison as well, obviously, with staying out on the wets, managed to gain 12 positions.
Wow, yeah. Harrison, that is big gainers from Maxi Block Harrison. From the back of this grid as well.
Yeah, Brandon as well, up 9. So he's comfortably in the middle of the pack at the moment. Let's see what he can do now that it's dry.
Safety car is staying out for another lap as well, and that is Rob J. Lewis that goes back into the pit lane. And we are over halfway into this race now.
It's been a weird one, hasn't it?
It is. I want to get back racing now. But the medium runners will be happy to spend another lap behind the safety car.
Yeah, they will be. Oh god, you jump on board with some of these cars. I love the chrome finish, but it's absolutely blinding when you're spectating and it's sunny.
yeah, it is. So some of the liveries that these guys have made are brilliant, though. I do like Banter Brandon's as well, and a lot of the drivers, Banana and Rocket Man, Lemon Who's with the orange and black, very similar to Jack's, I think it is. Jack and Maxi Block and Lemon, all very similar cars.
Yeah, it's got that main orange body, but purple, I think, the Saturn Racing car. But with that chrome, it's quite hard to tell.
Yeah, it is. I do like B Rights as well. Very similar to last season, just a few different. He's got the same sponsor on the side as well as he did last season. So it's nice to keep it sort of the same, but just upgrade the little bits on the car for the new season.
Yeah. So the safety car is in this lap.
It is.
Everyone's caught back up to the pack. Don't quite know what I just saw flying there. I hope that was a brake board and not someone's wing.
I hope nobody's lost a front wing as the safety car goes in.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see.
So Fanfan is going really slow here, just trying to back up the pack so he can go when he's ready. All the drivers just got to be careful and give the other drivers space.
was a bit of wing. It was the end plate of Harrison. His right end plate is gone.
So he's the Racing Point driver. What is he doing?
Looks like he's zooming off to the pit, I imagine. But that is not... Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good. So Fanfulness will lead the safety car restart. We'll deal with Harrison after the race. I don't know where he's been racing, but that is not the standard we expect here. B-Right and Fanfulness race down towards turn 1. B-Right getting very close, not able to make the move. That is Visions down the inside of Maxi Block as well, trying to make the move, and Visions up into the podiums, past the Belgian drivers. They just touch. Maxi Block and Visions getting very close. Maxi Block down the inside, but they are still clapping wheels. Here is to go through turn 3 and 4 and into the right-handers before the DRS zone. Remember, they'll have no DRS until lap 17, and they are still side by side. Maxi Block back into the podiums, but Visions is chasing him down as they continue to scrap. Here comes Reese, but Visions once again, Maxi moves him to the outside line. They do touch again and nearly get taken out. Wow. Reese is going to have an opportunity.
Got caught up in that. Wow.
There goes Martin and Vincenzo. Reese lost a few positions, and Fanfulness and B-Right as well, changing the lead in P1 and P2. They're side by side now as well. They're wheel to wheel as they go through turn 11. The long right-hander, can B-Right switch back on him? Martin Visions has spun it. He's off the track now and down. Banter Brandon up to P5. Banana is up to P9 as well on them old hards. B-Right still chasing down Fanfulness, and Vincenzo right on the back of Banter Brandon.
I just watched Reese. He's gone off track and let everyone through, so I wonder if he's picked up some side pod damage there. Just with the contact, someone got thrown into the side of him. Yeah, Vision's in the pits now.
So Vision's also in the pit, so is Reese. You were right, so Reese did get damage.
Yeah, his wing looked okay. He's just moved off track and let everyone through, so I wonder if that's some more permanent damage that he's not going to be able to fix in this race.
Such a shame for Reese, who's in a great position until Visions and Maxi having that battle and colliding and just picking up Reese.
Yeah, it's got a front wing change there. So maybe some damage. Yeah. That's to mix up this grid a little bit.
Going for the overtake again. This is for the lead of the Grand Prix once again. And B-Right and Fanfulness do not want to let this go. It's great racing from the two of them. And they are literally, there's nothing between them here. And that is B-Right that goes in, and it's going to be Fanfulness that tries to go down the inside.
Oh.
What racing we have here between B-Right and Fanfulness. He's going to have that DRS down the pit straight. And right on the rear diffuser, that is Fanfulness. He's got a lot of battery, a little bit more than B-Right. And down the straight they go. CT with another time penalty down into turn 1, and B-Right able to just stay in the lead at the moment. Banter Brandon setting the fastest lap of this French Grand Prix.
Yeah, Brandon's creeping up the positions there. Last time I looked, he's P10 and now he's P5.
He is doing well on the hards as well, Red.
Yeah, and Fanf and B-Right, I just can't take my eyes off them. It's really good driving between the two of them.
It is. So Harrison setting the fastest lap. Now 10 laps remain here in France. Rocketman on Vincenzo trying to make that comeback. And down in towards turn 9. And it's going to be a double overtake for the teammates of Rocketman and Banana, who both make a move on Vincenzo.
Yeah, Rocketman having a good recovery there, back up to P6 after that damage he got earlier in the race.
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
the SFR Martin's moved up past Maxi Block there. Take that P3 position.
Yeah, Martin up into the podiums. He does have a penalty though that could cost him.
Oh yeah.
Down in the middle of the pack is very tight as well, from Lemon Who down to sort of Jay. Stuck in that DRS zone. Lemon in P9 as well, he's having a good race.
It's Be Right just setting the fastest lap there.
Yeah, took it away. Harrison set the fastest lap on fresh mediums, and Be Right took it right back off him on 7 lap old mediums, so not as slow as we thought they might have been.
Crippy is just through on Kim there. Oh, tries to come back at him, but not quite. And Rocketman now with a 3-second time penalty as well. Oh, Kim just had a little slide there. It's lost him a little bit of time to Crippy, but Jay's right on his tail now as well, the reserve of Jay. Is he going to go for it down the straight? I think he is. Oh, but Kim's just got more straight line speed there. He manages to stay ahead.
He does, even with the DRS. Oh, well, Kim had the DRS as well, but he's got a lot of straight line speed. But out of the corner comes Jay once again. Maxi is going back at Martin, and Brandon's right there, but we are on board with Jay. But you're right, Kim with that straight line speed. Just even if Jay gets a good exit, he just can't catch up to him.
He had a really good exit and then he just pulled away. It's like watching a drag race and someone puts the nos on.
It's crazy. It's crazy, that straight line speed of Kim's.
Yeah.
Look how close.
Jack's just dropped back a little bit from Lemon Who there as well, so he's lost DRS.
Yeah, Adidas got through on Lemon Who as well. Maybe them tyres just starting to rub off a little bit after 8 laps. That is Banana on his teammate. Wow. Team orders coming in. Banana is through. And he does have fresher, hard tyres. So is that strategic? Fanfan is still chasing down Be Right. He's still got Banter Brandon on Maxi. Martin's still in the podiums. There's everything to play for in this Grand Prix.
Yeah, I think if I was Banana and Rocketman there, you'd want to slingshot each other with DRS, catch up to Banter Brandon if possible.
Yeah, definitely. Reese has gone onto the softs now as well, which is a crazy decision. Banana and Rocketman trade places again. But yeah, Reese onto the softs. 8 laps remaining. Not a single DNF in this Grand Prix, which is brilliant. All 19 drivers still in the race.
It's good to see. It's so tight between Brandon, Maxi Block and SFR Martin here. They're all within 0.1 of each other at the moment, sorry. That corner makes me nervous watching people on board there.
I know, yeah, I know. It's really close between, like you said, Maxi, Brandon, Martin, and when they're going around the corners, they just look like they're going to get so close to each other. But it's great driving.
Yeah, there's this point around that fast right-hander where you sort of lift off, and I've noticed that everyone does it in slightly different places. So you're on board with someone, and then the car in front just looks like it's almost stopping, and you've got to react. They all did well to get through there, being so close. That Maxi Block now through on Martin.
So Maxi Block back into the podiums. Martin is there, Brandon on them hard tyres. Surely they'll start to come into play. Fanfan and Be Right do have a 3.5 second gap as well. So they have opened up a little bit with 7 laps to go.
Yeah, they made that gap in the rain, and they're doing it in the dry as well. They're just competing with each other there, almost on a different level today.
They are really on a different level today, Fanfan and Be Right. Now he's still right behind his teammate. Surely he's not going to go for it. So Rocketman is up to P6. The two teammates are definitely in contention for team of the day here, and some huge points on the board. Martin and Brandon as well. Getting acquainted here in France. Oh, that was close. Brandon just having to back out. Fanfan will have that DRS.
I don't know if it's the battling between P3 to 5, but they've really closed that gap up there, the Ford Shelby team. Gone down from 3 seconds to 1.4 seconds, so whatever they're doing is working.
Yeah, it is, definitely.
I think they are just slingshotting each other along the DRS straights as Banana goes back ahead of Rocket Man. And we'll see if they trade places on the next one as well.
Oh, Banana with that 3 second, but yeah, I think you're absolutely spot on there, Red. I think that's exactly what they're doing. They're just slingshotting each other along and catching up as Martin and Brandon continue to scrap as well, which is helping the Ford Shelby team in 6 and 7. Banter Brandon is finally through on Martin and up to P4, but he's out of the DRS zone of Max at the moment. Rocket Man and Banana trade places again. Reese has also wrote in the chat as well, Red, that the game has changed his setup to a preset setup mid-race. So that's why he's lost his pace. I know, I don't have a clue.
What? Oh man.
So that's unfortunate for him. Six laps to go here in France.
Yeah, so Ford Shelby team now within DRS of SFR Martin.
It is, and if we look at the penalties, every one of them has 3 seconds, so it's for position this. Oh, Banana right just slings through right at the end of that straight into turn 1, and now Rocket Man's going to come back at him, and this might actually end up losing them time at this rate. Over the curve goes Rocket Man.
A little bit spicy in that team garage.
It is. They're doing a Monza and putting on a show like the Ferraris did yesterday.
For sure. I just spotted Jack down there in P18. What happened to Jack?
Brandon on them hard tyres, Red, is finally through on Maxine up into the podiums.
Yeah, so he's coming from P19 on this grid up into the podiums, and I think we see him do it nearly every Monday.
yeah.
Big
definitely.
comeback drive.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with Jack. He's on them fresh softs. Not a clue what happened to his race there. And he's 5 seconds off Rob, so something definitely happened.
Yeah, we'll have to take a look at that if he's had some sort of incident there.
B-Rat's done so well here, you know, to stay in front of Fanfinus, even with Fanfinus getting that DRS, and both of them have used no ERS. I mean, B-Rat's got 87 and Fanfinus has got 100, so whoever is saving it for that last chance, that is a yellow flag. That's a safety car again. That is CT08 with another front wing that's gone and another safety car that's come out. That's very strange.
That is... Yeah, but you can see a lot of drivers here pitting now.
Yeah, I think, well, a lot of drivers have missed the pit lane, but they've also missed the safety car as well, so they will be able to get around every single driver that goes into the pits.
Just chuck on some sauce for the last 5 laps of this race.
Yeah, definitely, and that will bring everybody back in to play, and anybody with penalties is going to struggle, and anybody without them is going to get a huge advantage here.
Oh yeah, definitely. So a lot of people do have 3-second time penalties, apart from the front 4 and Lemon.
CT08 with 15 seconds, Rob with 24, and Harrison with 9. So that's a lot of penalties for a couple of drivers there. Everybody else, the majority of them have 3 seconds, so they're pretty on the same level. Lemon, who is in an amazing position here, he's in P10, he's on fresh tyres, and he's not got a single penalty. He could end up finishing P5 here.
He could. He's gonna. If he manages to stick with this pack, he'd definitely jump a few positions there.
And all the other drivers need to get into the pits. And they are all in. Fanfinus really trying to go down the inside. He's probably lost himself a little bit of time there.
Yeah, Alfred. It is.
Yeah, Alvaro, literally around France as well. Like when I raced France earlier on in the season, like 2 weeks ago, I didn't get a single warning. So 24 seconds and 15 around such an open circuit is mad. Hopefully none of the drivers get caught up in the same pit lane. Remember, it is fantasy, so it's completely random garages. I've got a funny feeling I've just seen 2 drivers go into the same pit lane. So I think Vincenzo used one of the other drivers' pits. Lemon is going to try and jump a few of these as well. I think he'll probably get Adidas. Maybe. No, he's not. He's going to come just out behind him. But he does have no penalties. He's in such a good position now. Every single driver is on fresh tyres apart from Rob. CT08 is back into the pit lane as well again. So not a great debut for the Racing Point team. Down in P14 and P17. With 24 seconds collectively between them. Banana, make sure that you've got your clips of all your corner cuts and your race director, mate. So it's going to get tasty. We've got 3 drivers that are challenging for the gold championship. All in the top... 4 drivers that are challenging for the gold championship. All in the top 4 here in fantasy. So it'll be very interesting to see how these get along. We don't do driver of the day, Rocket Man. Only team of the day. And at the moment, you are definitely in pole position for that. So keep doing what you're doing.
Sure. Slingshot gang.
Yeah.
We won't have any DRS, will we? We won't have any DRS before the end of this race.
Of course we won't, yeah.
Lap 24 or 27. And safety car message hasn't come up yet, so it might be another lap.
Yeah, so you're right, Red. We will not get any DRS.
Yeah, depends. I think a 3-second pad is pretty normal around here.
Yeah.
But 27, maybe not so much.
Rob's into the pits now to get them fresh softs on. So 27 seconds for Rob, 18 for CT08, 9 for Harrison, 5 for Crippy that he said he will get removed. So him and Lemon are in good positions, and then every other driver is 3 seconds, which is normal. 3 seconds is, I've made a couple of mistakes fighting hard, it's gone over a curb and I've got a penalty. That's normal. But yeah, really bad debut for the Racing Point team. 27 seconds between them on penalties in P14 and P16. Didn't get out in qualifying quick enough. So yeah, to be honest, Rob, 27 seconds without getting disqualified is pretty good going.
Yeah, I was thinking he's getting a DSQ territory there, so just bring it home, Rob. You don't want to get DSQ'd.
He's back. 27 is amazing, especially because 9 times 3 when 3 incidents are 3 seconds. So yeah, that's...
What is this math?
that's actually true, Alvaro. That means that he's 20. Yeah, that's crazy. That's like 3 incidents are 3 seconds. He's done that 9 times. So that's a lot.
9 times 3 times 3.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So the safety car is in this lap. I can't math.
I'm trying to figure it out, and it's like, so you get 3 in the 1. Oh, right. I'm going back to the race. Safety car is in this lap.
It can't be nearly 90 corner cuts, can it?
Well, that's what that was what I was working it out as.
3. What? How?
That is crazy.
Okay.
Only Rob. Rob for driver of the day. Go on, Rob. Every driver's still in this race. Safety car is in. B-Right will lead the way. And we have 2 full laps of racing to go. No DRS until the end.
And he's gone. Right is gone. He's not caught Fanfinus out there. He's still there with him. Yeah, good restart for everyone so far. Fanfinus is closing that gap just a little bit there.
Oh, he is going for it here. Oh, he's got a 3-second
penalty.
Oh, that is huge for him. Lemon, who is through on Adidas as well. Adidas trying to come back at him. Harrison is through on Jay, who chases down Kim in the racing point. But Lemon is going to end up potentially in P5, P4 maybe. Fanfinus is through on B-Right as well with that penalty. B-Right will just stick behind him. Adidas is back through on Lemon as well. There's battling going on everywhere here. Lemon just clipping the back of Adidas. Visions gets a penalty, so does Rocket Man. They're all trying, they're all really going for it. Banter Brandon on the back of B-Right.
Oh, he is so close there. Going around the terrifying corner that I don't know the number of.
This is really close. Just over a lap remaining here in France.
Yeah, Maxi Block's dropped off a little bit, but if he stays close enough, he's still guaranteed a podium there because of Fan's time penalty.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Maxi Block. Harrison is through on Kim. Kim having to go out wide. Visions is through on Kim as well now. So we are on to the final lap of this French Grand Prix.
Oh, Kim came back at Visions there with his incredible straight line speed.
He did. He did. We were on board. Visions, he's trying to come back, but then then that car gets going to Kim's, and it's just nowhere to be seen.
It's gone.
Harrison is through on Crippy now as well. Harrison is trying to fly through this grid, but it's a little bit too late, especially with them penalties. And B-Right is going to try and make the move, and he's going to stay behind Fanfinus. He just needs to get to the end of this race, and he will have won his second Grand Prix in just as many nights. Vincenzo cutting a huge corner there, getting past Adidas. That is Jack that spun it on the very last lap. Oh, that is Banter Brandon from Fanfinus. B-Right is now leading this Grand Prix. Fanfinus and Banter Brandon, wheel to wheel. B-Right will win it on track if it stays like this. He made his move, and that means Maxi. Oh no! Fanfinus is out.
He just span out and didn't ghost.
Oh no!
He's sideways on track, and I'm not sure who that was that hit him. Was it Maxi?
Yeah, Maxi hit him. Maxi's got damage. But it's going to be B-Right that comes through to win the French Grand Prix. Banter Brandon takes P2. Martin takes P3. Rocketman P4. Maxibot takes the podium after that damage. Lemon who takes P5. Banana and Rocketman in P6 and P7. A couple of drivers go tumbling down. But what an ending to this race. B-Right wins. Wow, Maxibot still gets the podium after crashing into a spinning Fanfinus, a wild Fanfinus.
Lost his front wing. Wow.
Oh, wow. Incredible
what a
end.
crazy end.
We'll take a look at the incidents, guys. Just get them reported if you were involved with anything. So there you have it on the top step. B-Right twice in 2 nights takes the top step. Banter Brandon on there with him as well. I'm sure that won't be the last time we see them two stood up there together. And also Maxi Block as well, after getting that damage on the last lap, still manages to get on the top step, the Belgium driver.
Oh, I've just gone to have a look at the race director, and I'm having a blank screen for the incidents, so I'm hoping the drivers...
will have a look at it as well, see if it comes up, hopefully, Red.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an impressive drive there by Banter Brandon.
Yeah, mine's coming up as well. That's really frustrating. I'm just trying to have a look at the repairs and everything like that and see if there's anything that comes up. But yeah, the incidents aren't coming up.
No.
The race director incidents. That's going to be really harsh because that means that there's not really anything we're going to be able to do about corner cuts, which is a little bit frustrating.
Yeah.
They really need to fix that. What an ending to the race. If anybody wants to come and join, we'll have a quick chat with you guys.
Yeah, be right, Brandon. Maxi Block, want to hop in the comms box?
Banana, trust me, mate, I will not be watching your full race video. Unfortunately.
Well, I mean, our fantasy stewards have not been very busy, so
Yeah.
see if anyone's up for it.
Yeah, we can ask someone. So we will start off with the driver that finished in P3, who was in all of the action at the end of that race. Maxi Block, how are you, mate?
I'm fine after quali. I'm fine.
Yeah. Talk us through the race. Talk us through the end of the race. What happened there?
Well, I was pushing because I had some incident with Lemon, and I don't know if it was a penalty. I misjudged the understeer in the rain, and I might have a bit closed too much the door. You know, it was not my intention, so sorry to him if it's the case. But like, so I wasn't sure, so I was maybe expecting a 5 seconds. So with the penalties behind me, I knew it was fine, and then yeah, I don't know, Fantoni spins, and he's just not ghosting at all. I don't know if ghosting was off.
No, I did check it. I thought
because it's like he literally spun like a mile in front of me, so I was expecting a ghost and it didn't happen, so I might just have lost everything if I get a penalty. I just lost everything. Like, instead of losing nothing, I will maybe lose like 4 positions. So that's a bit sad with that thing, but yeah. Also, yeah. Also, I lost a lot of pace after the safety car. I got hit a couple of times by a pink car. Wait, what was the name again? Yeah, but yeah, I got hit a couple of times, and one time a big hit, and since then I had literally no top speed. I don't know why, but I was like eaten up on the straight. So no issues in the corners, but on the straight I could do nothing. So really worried. Thanks, mate. Yeah. Thanks, mate.
I'm very good, mate. Thank you. Yeah, obviously first stint with the rain, I had wing damage, just couldn't avoid all the stuff happening on that one, so yeah, I was just staying in the race from then. I knew there'd be like a safety car or whatever, so I just stayed in with my wing damage. And then I was one of the guys who went early on inters, and I wanted to fix my wing anyway. And then yeah, that safety car came. When did it come? I don't even remember. I can't lie. But then,
yeah, there was both the safety cars were brought out by CT08 losing his front wing, but I can't remember which lap they were brought out.
Yeah, no, yeah, I was a bit confused because it doesn't seem something, maybe like VSC or something. But anyway, the first one helped me. To be fair, just bunch the pack back together.
Yeah.
But then yeah, I think I went on the hards at the perfect time. I was able to gain a couple places, just staying out one more lap, and then. yeah, that last safety car to just bunch me up again, and I think that's what gave me the best shot at podium. And yeah, I just made clean overtakes, didn't do anything stupid, and yeah, fighting Ben, Milan, Maxi all at the end was fun.
Yeah, but it
think-
reminded you of 7 o'clock yesterday. Just like a gold race at the front there. You and
exactly.
Milan battling like crazy round sector 3 as well. Round France was brilliant to watch. But from P19 on the grid as well, Brandon, is an incredible drive, especially when you've got so many good drivers, and it's such a difficult track when you're stuck in that DRS to make overtakes as well. That DRS train. It was just a fantastic race to watch, and obviously you managed to get Fanfinis right at the end. He did have a penalty as well, but you got him on track, so it was brilliant to watch. So well done on a great podium, Brandon.
Yeah, cheers for comms, and well done to podium, and well done to Ben for winning.
Cheers, Brandon. Well done, mate. So we move on, Red, to your race winner 2 times in 2 nights. Be right. How are you, mate?
The Vamos.
Vamos! How was that one? He literally, I just wait for the Vamos every time he joins.
I thought I'd keep it a bit quieter. It's a lot more friendlier in fantasy, yeah.
Yeah, it's different, isn't it? Because like, I'm not saying it's not as competitive, because every single race is competitive. If you are a race driver, no matter if you are playing online lobbies, everything is competitive if you're a race driver. But when it comes to fantasy, there's just that little bit of pressure that's just relieved a little bit, with it being constructors based only, with it being every driver scores points, and you just have that little bit of less pressure, and you can sort of enjoy it a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely. It's like when after quali I text Fanfana straight away. I said, mate, let's just have some fun, you know. And it's really nice to just we can sort of just put everything behind us and just go out there and have fun with each other.
Yeah.
It's generally so nice. There's no, like, I was laughing at times where I knew Fan weren't going to overtake me, and then we was battling side by side. Like, generally puts a smile on my face, and it was nice to see Brandon come up to get the P2 as well from 19th on the grid. So
I know.
Real impressive drive from him, but we all know what he's capable of. We know he likes to start from the back in fantasy. Yeah, superb drive from him. I knew when that safety car came out, I was like, oh, here we go. A bit about it, Brandon luck, but no, I saved saved the ERS, and I knew Fanf was going to go for the overtake after that 3 seconds. So it was just, I only seen Brandon was a bit too far back, so there was no need to push the ERS at that point. But no, yeah, just really enjoyed it, Nathan. Like I said, it just relieves that lot of stress. We are gold drivers at the end of the day, and we want to be so competitive, but midweek and sort of on a Monday, we can all put that behind us, so we don't have to sort of, yeah, how can I say that, be rivals and just leaving the space on the light, you know. It was really nice. It was really nice to have some great fun, and to be honest, like, I'm really confident at the moment. My pace is probably the best it's ever been at the moment. Like I said to you last night, I felt like that win last night was the best win I've ever had. So yeah. I flow on with confidence, and I generally feel a bit unstoppable at the moment.
Yeah, from P9 yesterday to P1 today, a little bit different. You started on pole, you finished on pole position. Some of that battling as well with Fanfinis was cracking throughout the race, mate. Some of them side by sides at the start of that Grand Prix.
Nah, don't get it wrong. Yeah, we were side by side into a lot of corners, but I know when Fanf he's got his head right, and he knows he's maybe what it is. Gold does put a bit of pressure on his shoulders, so he knows that he has to perform. And tonight he can come in and really loosen up. And as you can see, he's like I said, he's just like Brandon, real competitor. And when you know you can trust someone, you can go side by side with them when you really put your mind to it. And as you've seen there tonight, we had some great side by side. Some, like I said, I was laughing through some of it because I was like, wow, this is great racing. If you don't see that from Fanf too often, but nah, I generally I love the kid. He's helped me out with my sim stuff lately, and I know we've all had like the hard times, but when you see that tonight, where you just so much respect for one another, it's just really lovely to see. And he's already just messaged me. He said, Ben, I hope we can carry this on into gold, and I promise we will. And yeah, it's just I got a real smile from ear to ear. I'm really happy, and that was a real genuine nice battle, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, well done, Ben. It was really, really good to watch from mine and Red's point of view. The battles on track was crazy, and it was a brilliant performance, and kept it clean all throughout the race. So well done, and congratulations on another brilliant race win, mate.
Cheers, Nathan, and well done to you and Red on the comms.
Cheers, Ben.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks, mate.
So, Red, no DNFs this whole race. All 19 drivers finished. We had some cracking battles, great entertainment, and a great end to the race, wasn't it?
It was indeed. I think we just got to choose our team of the day now.
Well, I'll let you have that honour.
I think it's going to have to be the Ford Shelby team.
Yeah.
Great debut, worked well together, and I'm sure they'll be buzzing about that. I think it's
definitely
going to go to them today.
Yeah, I like you just said there, Red. You forget that it's actually just their debut race, and they've come in here, performed well, finished. I think it was P6 and P7. So yeah,
solid points.
Brilliant from them. So yeah, well done, guys. Brilliant drive from the Ford Shelby team. Thank you to everybody that tuned in and watched. We'll be back tomorrow for the crossplay division, so make sure you tune in for that. Thanks for having me, Red, and I really enjoyed being